Welcome back to the Anchor Media channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when we post another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can position your podcast to funnel listeners into your business. Now, a podcast is a perfect top of funnel strategy for anyone who is looking to make money off of their audience or who's looking to simply build a community for now and then eventually monetize that community later. Either way, whether you already have the business or you don't have the business yet, you still want to make sure that you're taking your listeners somewhere and building that Rolodex. The downside to podcasting is that you see numbers, but you don't have the information of your audience. So you can only speak to them when you upload something to your RSS feed. But when you bring your audience into like an email list or some type of lead magnet that you offer them, now you have more data that you can work with. You have their cell phone number or their email where you can communicate with them outside of the episode. You have some type of indicator of their needs based off of what they opted into. So just the data that you get by using this method is so valuable. Now, the great thing about podcasting is you're able to position yourself as an expert in your field by having your own show. It's a space where you can share your expertise, position yourself as someone who your audience knows, likes, and trusts, and really just connect and build community around whatever your subject matter is. And again, you can offer your audience things of value. So whether it's a download of an ebook or something to kind of gauge interest if someone is going to buy a book, if you want to offer it, whether you're offering them, let's say, a discount to your online store or a specific product. Whatever it may be, you can offer things to your audience. And like I said, based off of what they opt into, it gives you a lot more intel into the needs and the consumer behavior of your audience. And that is very important as it relates to funneling them into a business or any type of offer. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind here if you want to do this. Make sure whatever you offer on your podcast, it's free and it's evergreen. Podcast listeners don't always listen in order. Most of the time they don't. They scroll, look at the title, maybe glance through the show description to see which one of these episodes are most relevant to me right now, and that's where they start. So you want to make sure that whatever it is that you do offer them, if they listen today or next year, is still relevant. So that way, as you're asleep or in your off season or living your best life, you're still building up your community. Also, again, when you're on your RSS feed, it's not a back and forth conversation with your audience. And so if you offer something that's paid, especially if it's expensive, right from the podcast, more than likely people are going to decline because they may just need a little bit more grooming or they have some questions or things like that. So you want to make it as low risk as possible. And the best way to do that is by making it free. Also, the point at that time is to simply give your audience more value in exchange for their information to continue to talk to them outside of the podcast platform. Something else to keep in mind when you're taking this approach, don't ramble. Guys, whether you're taking this approach or not, don't ramble. Your podcast is not a place for a brain dump. Podcast listeners listen for themselves. They want to be educated. They want to be inspired. They want to be entertained, right? They're not here to be your place where you're unloading everything in a disorganized way. You want to make sure that you have an organized and clear message of value for your audience on your podcast. And as you connect with them, what's going to happen is you're going to start to connect with the problem that you're solving through your business, right? And so whatever it is you offer them at the end of the episode, it should be a very clear next step to getting their problem solved. And to drive the point home, any way that you can incorporate your story, your client stories, success stories, proof of concept, ways for your audience to know, like, hey, if I take this next step with this person and opt into whatever they're offering me on this show, then maybe I could be more like this person that they talked about, or maybe I can have or put myself in the position to getting my needs met. And lastly, whatever it is that you're offering them, just let it be organic as possible. Don't let your podcast be a 30-minute sales speech. Communicate in a way where you're still providing value to your audience. You're giving them that information, that inspiration, that entertainment that they need, but you're also hitting the nail on the head so well that they want to take that next step, which is whatever you're offering on the show. And I know your wheels may be turning and you may be confused on how do I do that? That's why you need someone like Anchored Media. This is something that we do for our clients where we set up the automation for them. We come up with the offers and really help them create this show that's positioned to profit from day one. So make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when we post another video, and visit anchormedia.com to see all of the things that we have to offer.